Just be out with us to
Cat Village, located in SaPa on the northern part of Vietnam.
This is one of the most visited villages in SaPa, and the reason being, number one, well, it's really close to the center of SaPa. So close that you can literally walk from your hotel to here within about 20 minutes to a half an hour.
But in this video, we will tell you everything you need to know when visiting Cat Village and if it's worth it. If you're new to our channel, my name is Irina.
And I'm Devon.
And we are
Just Be Out.
We create informative travel videos to help you get the most out of your vacation.
Just be out with us. It's another day and we are now walking down to Cat Village.
We are really lucky that the weather looks pretty good today. You never know, maybe it will rain in a few hours, but it is walkable. You can take a taxi there or walk about 25 minutes, but keep in mind you have to walk on the side of the road and you're sharing the road with vehicle and the bikes. The road is really beautiful. The scenery is stunning here. You're just walking down the valley and all you see is the rice terraces, mountain views, and you're passing by so many cafes with gorgeous views.
We're almost at the Cat Village, and what we realize, the closer we get to it, these stores begin to pop up, and basically they're rental shops where you can rent traditional Vietnamese costumes so that when you get down there, you can take photos now. But just know that you can rent a variety of costumes here and then go take pictures down at Cat Village.
And they also offer makeup and photography services as well. Depending on the outfit you want to rent, the price ranges. It starts from 100,000 dong, which is about $4 and goes up to 250, which is $10, but that includes makeup. To enter the village you need to buy tickets, and it is 150,000 dong, which is $6 per person. You get tickets, you get a map, and there is a small entrance right next to the ticket booth. As we're walking down to the village, there is a narrow staircase and we came across this really cool structure made out of wood and it's overlooking the mountain view. To enter, it is 10,000 dong per person, which is about 40 cents. Let's go. Cat Village was established in the 19th century. It is a small village by a local minority tribe. And this area of the village is purely set up for tourism. You can think of it as a theme park. There are cool structures, there are bunnies, puppies, there are lots of shops. The entire village is lined with shops, there are cafes, and it's not an authentic village because it's just set up for tourism. There is an entrance fee ticket, and some people do like it just to still see of the setup of the village, and some people don't consider it a real village and don't like it. But I think it's still really cool to explore, and there are a lot of cool structures to take pictures and videos. Here in Vietnam, they make incense by hand out of bamboo sticks. And about an hour away from Hanoi, there is an incense farm. But here at Cat Cafe, you can also see some incense. The purple or the pink color symbolizes prosperity here in Vietnam. That's why a lot of incense you can see that is that color. And other different colors are made for graduations, special celebrations, weddings, or funerals. The entire staircase is lined with shops, and they sell absolutely different things, from some type of herbs, fruits, clothing, souvenirs. They make handmade clothes, handmade jewelry, even shoes. Anything you can think of, you can find here at Cat Village. There are cafes here as you walk down, and you might think, okay, if you go to a cafe, the toilet might be free. No, you have to pay 5,000 dong, which is about 15 cents to use the restroom here. And this is what the toilet looks like. The shops and restaurants have all different kinds of structures for you to take pictures with. Look at this shop there right next door. Here you can see the dry corn, and the chicken is just there eating it. And while the vendors are selling some souvenirs, they have kids running around. I came across this lady who is making fabric right there. So she's stitching it right there, and that's what it comes out to. You see the same fabric right here. Didn't I tell you it's like a theme park? Look at this chicken sleeping. Oh, so cute. And it's not even bothered. And yes, this is a real chicken. Did you know that here in SaPa it is really popular to eat dried buffalo meat? And here it is. Let us know in the comments, have you had it or would you try it? We're now all the way at the bottom of the valley, and behind us there are several water wheels, and we are surrounded by rice fields. I did not know that rice grows that tall. And this is a rice strain. It is completely green. They need to dry it and take all the shells off.
After walking through majority of Cat Village, we've come to realize, even though we were told before we even came here, we wouldn't necessarily call it an authentic village. Yes, there are villagers around the outer ring of Cat Village, but the center of Cat Village, from the moment you enter the gates, it's shopping, 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 more shopping, a lot more shopping, till pretty much you get down here to the rice fields. And that's pretty much almost like 15 to 20 minutes of walking just down, weaving your way down, and just vendors after vendors after vendors. And the thing is, the vendors are literally selling the same thing. It is so close to the center of SaPa that just coming down here on any given day, you don't have to make any type of plan to say, okay, on this day, I'm gonna go and do that because it's far away and I have to plan taxi or motorbike. You don't have to do none of that. From the center, you just walk down here and it's a nice walk. We now have one more thing to see here in Cat Village, and that is the waterfall. So let's be out.
These little kids are just walking by themselves in the rice fields, and they're trying to catch frogs. They're so adorable. Waterfall is the most popular area. Look how many people heading down that way. And it is the most beautiful area of the village, but it is super crowded. There are restaurants along the way, and here they are barbecuing chicken and pork. So difficult to walk across one of these bridges. There are a lot of people are trying to take pictures, looking at the scenery, but it is really beautiful here. On the opposite side of the river, and here is the waterfall. As we are walking around Cat Village, we got so hungry and we decided to have a snack. We see this roasted corn everywhere throughout the village, so we decided to give it a try. I've been craving roasted corn since Thailand, but normally in America when you roast corn, it's nice and juicy with charred flavor. Well, here it tastes like the corn has been dried before and then roasted. It is so hard and chewy. I'm not sure if this type of corn that is hard or that's the way they make it, but to me, it is not edible.
So we decided to pull up for some snacks, and I wanted to show you this. Well, you see anything different about this bag of chips? It's almost like one of those, whenever you purchase a helium balloon, do you see how tight? This is like really airtight. There's so much air in this chip, and I guess that must be a good thing because the more air that's inside of it, the fresher the chip would be, technically. But it just feels weird because it feels like if you squeeze it, it would explode. That's how tight it is with
and
air.
And the chips will not break inside. We're now down by the river. There are so many people here. On the way, we pass by a farm with goats and sheep. There are chickens with little chicklets. And here is a very popular area. People go all the way into the river to take pictures. There are horses for you to take pictures with as well. There are performances throughout the day. Right now, they just finished little kids performance before they had adults performing. There is also a little cactus garden here. And it's just so crowded. So if you don't like places where there are a lot of crowds, a lot of tourists, some might say it's a tourist trap, but I see it more as a theme park.
All right, let's talk about it. Is Cat Village right for you? Well, let's go over a little bit of pros and cons, and then maybe you'll be able to make a better decision on whether or not you should come here. Well, let's start with, of course, it's very commercial here, and it's like sell, 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 sell. And that's the feel that you really get when you're here. But some people don't mind that. They like the attraction. They like putting on, being able to wear the locals' costumes and authentic wear and take pictures in it. And that's fine with them. That could be you. For some people, they want to go to the authentic villages, the small little villages, walk with the locals in the rice field and learn more. They want that more authentic feel. So just know that if you come here, that is a stark difference. Here, it's very touristy. And if you go to the other villages, they're way more authentic.
But it is very pretty. Anywhere you look, it looks so cozy, Instagrammable. And I love that a lot of people are wearing costumes. So it gives you a little happier mood here as you walk around. You can hire a guide. A local villager will take you around the village and will answer your questions and will give you a little bit more explanation about their way of living.
Let's talk about a con here. So a con for me is the fact that when you pass by these vendors, they're gonna ask you, shopping, Mr., Mrs., you know, and they say a few English words, hello, and it's like every vendor you pass, they try to get you into their shop and, you know, to buy something. So that becomes
a lot of soliciting.
Yes, a lot. Yes, exactly. So that becomes a little annoying after a little bit. Maybe in the beginning, it's like, oh no, thank you, and you know, but after you walk and get down here, again, which is like a good 20 minutes, and you're constantly being bombarded with, hello, you want to buy, shopping, it gets a little irritating.
There is also no good food options. We pass by several places where they grill and barbecue, but I am not trying to get any of their barbecue stuff because all their stuff is very chewy. Even the other dishes that we tried in town, they were very chewy.
Yes. So we mentioned a few cons. A couple pros is that it is very beautiful here. It is a very nice walk through the village and then through the rice fields, and then coming here in the lower village where the waterfall is. This is the showstopper down here. This is where you want to be because this is where all the entertainment is. and of course much more restaurants and the bridges that you could cross, and there are different multiple tier waterfalls. It's really nice.
There are a lot of plants and flowers, and the entire decoration of the village feels very vibrant. If you have any type of mobility issues, this place will not be for you. There are steps going up and down, elevation, so it will be very difficult for you to walk around.
Yes, and what most people do is obviously when you're coming here, if you choose to walk, again, it's easy going downhill, but when you leave the park, it's much better for you to take a vehicle going up. So when you come out of the park, there's going to be an area where there are taxis. They'll ask you for taxis, and you could get a taxi up to the center, or even a motorbike. You could get in the back of a motorbike and a driver will kind of drive you up the hill. So that's probably what we're gonna do, because after all this walking around, we're a little bit exhausted.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like and share it with the person you would like to visit Cat Village with. If you would like to support our journey, consider clicking the heart button below this video. We thank you so much for watching, or shall I say, come on for watching, and as usual,
Just be out with us. Cheers!